Okay, with only days left before you can go back into public office, what are your immediate plans, Datuk Seri?
Well, this decision or conviction by the court has never been accepted by many of us. I still maintain is trump-up charges, that the compliant court working under the executive instructions and quite corrupt, and now that has been established. So I have done whatever I could to be involved in the public sphere. The only issue is public office, so I'm not in a rush. I don't recognize the court decision, and therefore that significance to my mind, there's no significance in that. Our priority is number one, ensuring that the issue of governance, accountability, managing the states, and we have to anticipate the possibility of federal government creating problems and not assisting or disbursing funds. So we'll have to ensure that we do manage and fulfill our promises to the electorate. Secondly, to ensure that we cement the coalition, forge a more credible, formidable opposition group. Despite what is being reported, some of the statements to the contrary, I still maintain excellent working relations with the DAP, PAS and Keadilan leadership, and I think that is critical.
So coming back to the Parliament, so you said you're not in a hurry to get back. I mean, people are waiting for you to get back and be a voice in Parliament. Have you not given it a thought of which state seat or Parliament seat do you want to get into? I mean, all of them have said that they're willing to give up their seats for you.
Yeah, I have an option, 10, 20 possibilities, and I have not made up my mind because this is not a priority. I think we have 82 right now, more in fact, and it's enough to have a serious impact in the Parliament. And I don't, I hope the UMNO and BN leadership will not assume that Parliament and parliamentary proceedings will be like it was in the past. So it is important. We are meeting again, all the MPs this weekend, Sunday and right through Monday, to discuss these issues. And now that Aziza has been designated as the leader of the opposition, that is for her to then take up the role. And I think I will then support in terms of building this effective, credible Pakatan Rakyat, which is to my mind far more important for now. If we can do that and run our state governments and continue, of course, expressing my views on a number of issues, I don't see why one would expect me to jump to the fray in terms of parliamentary as a member of parliament that soon.
So just to get this out of the way, when you say soon, that means you don't see yourself being in parliament, say, by the end of the year. Would that be a reasonable thing to say? By way of a by-election through somebody stepping aside?
Yeah, clearly, certainly not in the next few months.
But by December?
Then the next few months we review, looking at the development. Things are moving very fast, and we are cementing a stronger Pakatan Rakyat. UMNO is getting to be more fragile. And there are a lot of internal squabbles within. People are, many UMNO leaders and friends from Sabah Sarawak, are talking to us, wanting to know our agenda, our program, and we are continuing.
You said that you had 82 seats to choose from, but you said more than 82 to choose from. Do you mean the potential crossovers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have heard the fact that people, not only Sabah, Sarawak, but other MPs too, and there's been some criticism that we are soliciting them. Now, I must state firstly, had the elections been free and fair and not rigged, had indelible ink been used, we would have won a substantial number more seats and even close to forming the government. So for those who are talking about crossing over and the moral, ethical issue involved, must first address whether elections is truly free and fair. Secondly, we have made very clear that whoever wants to be associated with the Pakatan Rakyat must subscribe to our policies of democracy, independent judiciary, free media, principle, a new Malaysian economic agenda with a clear commitment to distributive justice. I think that is clear to my mind. And of course, if they see what is there in store for MCA Gerakan MIC under these circumstances, can they offer a better policy? Can UMNO offer a better policy than us? Can Sabah and Sarawak, with the assurance 20% royalty of adequate participation, of policies that will not ignore the poor and the marginalized, we have a better program? Can the Malays say that placing the hopes of many on an obsolete new economic policy, after knowing that we have lost competitiveness, losing foreign direct investments, and then seeing the billions amassed and squandered by the few, should it be supported, rationalized further? There's no way, I want to re-emphasize the point, because Utusan Malaysia, as you know, have been harping on the issue that we are traitor to our own race, and we're just submitting ourselves to the DAP whims and fancies. Let me be clear on this. I mean, that we are not racist. We are Malaysians. But be it Keadilan, PAS, or for that matter DAP, they're mindful of the fact that the majority of people here are Malays. And the marginalized and the poor, the majority are also Malays, with pockets of poverty among the Chinese and a large number of Indians in the estate sector. So we'll never compromise on this fact, and will not abdicate our responsibility. But it must be done in a transparent manner, based on merit, based on needs, not to enrich the few UMNO leaders.
Datuk Seri, when you know, the opposition then, PKR, DAP and PAS, when they told the voters, they told them that our intention is to deny Barisan the two-third majority. And now if people from Barisan move over to the Pakatan Rakyat side and the federal government, the Barisan government falls, and you have a new government in place, people are saying, how moral is that? Because you had asked for two-thirds just to deny Barisan two-thirds.
I want to know who, likely to ask this question. And if they ask, then they must be consistent. Morality must be not only perceived, but it must be consistent. I mean, you can't say one hand, we can cheat in the elections, we can control and manipulate the media, we can create so much fitna, and now complain about fitna in Netherlands, and look at the amount of fitna that has been tolerated here and condoned. So if you talk about morality, then I would at least give some due respect to them. But if purely on a hypothetical basis that the issue is raised, then I would say, I've never said denying two-third majority. I've always said an alternative government. Even within the AP and PAS, during the campaign, we say if we win today, the following day we will release all political detainees, Malays in JIs, Hindus, Hindraf. That means you actually give that window, that hope that we will take over the government. And I did say, we win today, there's no reason why we cannot reduce the price of petroleum tomorrow. So these are, if you talk about a moral issue, I am clear on that. My conscience is clear, because I did say, and I think repeatedly throughout the campaign, the economic and issue of human rights.